With more on this, I want to bring in Carole Simpson. She is a veteran broadcast journalist. Not only is she the first woman to moderate a presidential debate, she was the first Black woman to do so. She moderated the 1992 presidential debate between George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Ross Perot. It would be more than 20 years before another woman was selected to moderate a debate. Carole, good morning and welcome to our program.
Good morning, Marcia. Good to be here.
So many people are calling this the most consequential VP debate in history. Do you agree, and why?
I do agree. I covered politics in Washington for many years and covered vice presidential debates. And I'll have to tell you that most of us went, here's the vice presidential debate. And most Americans did not pay that much attention to it. It's the top of the ticket that people vote on. But this debate is going to be the most important in American history because we have two older candidates in their 70s. And the possibility that Mike Pence or Kamala Harris might become president is very real. So everybody's going to see, well, are these people capable of handling this? So they'll be listening, I think, a lot more carefully than ever before.
Yeah, looking at it through a different lens. And I know in the past, Carole, you've spoken out about the need for a female moderator. There is one tonight. Susan Page from USA Today is moderating the conversation. Why is it so important for a woman to be able to ask questions of the candidates?
Well, I'm certainly pro-woman and have fought for women all my life in my industry. Why it's important is because women have a different point of view. Men are concerned about a lot of things like military hardware and are we ready, is security preparedness and questions like that, which certainly women are interested in too. But you find that women ask the questions that have to do with the family. Now, those are not female questions. Everybody's part of a family. So men, women, everybody is part of a family. They'll ask about the poor and the hungry and the sick. And that just tends to be our nature. We are nurturers by nature. And so we ask those kinds of questions that need answering as well as the big national defense questions.
In 1992, you made history as the first female and first Black moderator. How big of a breakthrough at the time was that? And I'll add to that by asking, did you think at that time that you would ever see a Black woman as a presidential candidate?
Oh, boy. That was one of my last questions at the debate was when would we see a woman running for president? Well, we had that in 2016 with Hillary. But I must tell you how excited many of us are that Kamala Harris is not number one on the ticket, but number two. And we are grateful for that. And I think it'll be a matter of time before we see a woman of color who is a legitimate and important presidential candidate. But yes, it was unbelievable. I didn't even think about it when I was named a moderator that there hadn't been any women.
Really? Were you nervous?
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. It was the most nerve-wracking thing of my career. And because I was the first woman and because I was the first minority, I had all these women calling me. Now, you can't let us down. You got to be really good. You got to ask this question, that question. And I was getting the same thing from the Black community in America. You can't let us down. You've got to represent us well. So there's all this external pressure, aside from the internal pressure that I was putting on myself to be as good as I could possibly be.
And as you give that answer, I'm thinking about the pressure on Kamala Harris, because I'm sure she is feeling that as well today. What is she up against tonight against Mike Pence and really from a worldwide audience, again, who are so many so invested in her performance?
Well, I don't think has that much to prove. I think already people believe that she's smart, that she's qualified. She was Attorney General of the biggest state in America, California, She was a prosecutor, lawyer. She has a lot going for herself, and she proved herself during the debates of being a good debater. And certainly during congressional hearings, like for the Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. I mean, she really held his feet to the fire. I don't think she has anything to fear from Mike Pence as a debater. I think she'll get him. I think she will beat him, and we'll have to see. But I think she's going to do very well tonight. And the women I talked to, even the South Asian women, are all excited that she is going to be on that platform.
Carole Simpson, thank you so much. Listen, I told my team this morning that I would not gush over you, but I just want to say it is such an honor for me to speak with you. When I was a baby anchor at a station in Northern Ontario, I did weekends, and I watched you every weekend, commanding presence on the desk on ABC News, and here I am getting to speak with you. So thank you so much.
Marcia, that is so nice. You give me goose pimples.
No, I really mean it. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time, and all the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
CTV News Channel, of course, will carry the vice presidential debate live tonight. Our coverage will begin at 8 o'clock Eastern.